Alright, everybody. I hope you can see me. My webcam's not working. That's fine. I have multiple monitors, so if I move my mouse this way, that's why. This is a live stream. Yeah. Yeah. What basically I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be designing. We're going to be designing something. So we're going to be designing this right here. All right. And there's more that we're going to be designing, but and I've actually 3D printed this exact thing you're seeing right here. But we're going to recreate it. I'm going to take you through some of the steps on how to do that. And you're going to learn a lot of the basic things to learn, you know, extruding, sketching, several things like that. Yeah. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and get started? So I'm going to close out of this. And we can start a part file. We can go ahead and start. We'll start on our XZ plane. And now what do? We're not just going to, you know, not just going to draw a random rectangle and dimension it. That'd be kind of dumb. So Control Z, by the way, I'm going to try to help you guys with commands. But so Control Z is undo. So why don't we pull up the sketches for what we're doing? Because I haven't even said what we're doing today. So a Raspberry Pi is basically a mini computer. This right here. This thing can do a lot of things. I plan on running a NAS with this. This is the exact one I have in my hand right now. If I had my webcam, I would show you, but I'm not going to stop the stream to turn on my webcam. But basically, this thing can do a lot. You can play Minecraft. You can run it a NAS server. If you don't know what NAS stands for, it's Network Attached Storage. And basically, you can hook up hard drives to these USB ports right here. And slash over these pins right here. And, you know, there's a bunch of little stuff you can do with it. And basically, you can run storage. I mean, if you run out of storage on your computer and you don't have any more ports to add more storage, you can just do that. Some people do this. This is called a Pi cluster. So you have multiple of these Pis and you can have a bunch of storage. This Pi cluster would be like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Pi cluster would be about $200 and you can run, so 2, 4, 6, 8, so 16. You can run 16 hard drives with this, plus whatever, how many you can run with this. I don't really know how to work the pins that much, so. I mean, you have stuff like this. I mean, Pi is really useful. It really is. So, yeah. What we're going to basically do, create this, but a little bit simpler. It'd just be flat. It'd be like basically a box with the cutouts for this. So, yeah. I've already created this before. Kind of like this, but less of this weirdness that's happening, right? So yeah. So why don't we go ahead and pull up you may have saw it in the thumbnail. I can go to pictures, I think I have it right here. Oh, there's my Playboy logo. Alright, so close out of this, we don't need it anymore. And here is the dimensions of the Raspberry Pi. You know, that was that CPU. I don't know if this is the graphics card or not. I don't even know. It's got the Pi logo engraved on it, but maybe. I don't know. I think maybe graphics. Doesn't matter, right? And first we're going to start with the bottom piece. Now, what these are right here, these are holes. The camera would be really useful to kind of show you. These are holes, okay? The inner, whoops, oh, there's Playboy. Hey! All right. My gosh. I'm used to using my scroll wheel. So this right here is a hole, and this right here is basically the size washer you can put in, right? So yeah, but we're just worried about this hole. We're not really worried about that washer or the bolt, really, because the head of the screw is a little bit wider. So, but we don't really need to worry about that right now. Just all we need to know is this small hole. We also need to know the size right here, and this right here. This is also important, right? This right here. This is the radius. Okay. Now, you can come over here. You see the corner radius, 0.3 millimeters, right? And that'll come in useful in a minute, and I'll teach you how to use that and apply that information. All right. So we can go ahead and just minimize this. Well, not really. So we need to look at this base, right? It is 85. Now, we're not going to do 85. We're going to add 2 millimeters, and I'll show you why in a second, but just bear with me. So we're going to do 86, 87. We're going to do 87 by, what is this? 56. So 56, 57. I'm going to write this down on a pad, okay? So raspberry pi. So we're going to do, I said 87 by 57.8 by 58. So we're going to do 1 millimeter for the things, and you'll see why. So let's come over here. Let's go ahead and we're going to do 87 by, whoops, no, I did that wrong. All right, so let's just restart with, all right, 87 millimeters, okay, caps lock's on, by 58 millimeters. And there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. And that's what that comes out to. And let's just, I prefer to look at it this way. Right? Simple. Now we can just extrude it. Whoops, not revolve. Cancel. We're just going to extrude. We're going to extrude it by 1 millimeter. And that's what we're working with. Cool. All right. I don't like that. That's too thin. We're going to extrude this by 1. No. The one I 3D printed, and I actually have it right here. If you guys want me to make a video on it, I can. We're going to do it by 0.1. 0.1 inch. All right, that's a little bit better. I like that. And we're going to come over here. No, not Google. I'm going to come to images. It said quarter radius is 0.03 millimeters, right? That's not that big, but whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to hit fillet. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've only read it. And we're going to hit that. And we're going to do 3 mm. Okay? Now we're going to come over here to these corners. You can kind of see how they're curving in, like the image represents. We're going to hit apply, and we're done. Hit cancel. All right, and now we have these rounded edges. And if you look, it's exactly how this looks right here. So cool, right? Now we gotta work on these holes, right? And we gotta look at, so we're gonna come over here, we're gonna zoom in, we're gonna look at this. And it says from the center point of this circle to this corner, it is 3.5 millimeters. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on this. We're going to right click. We're going to hit new sketch. Okay. And it's going to be the same both ways. So we're going to kind of click on this. And you can kind of see that. And now we can come over here to 3.5 mm by 3.5 mm. And you can see that's exactly where it needs to be. And we're going to place our circle right there, but not yet. We got to see the size of our circle. So I believe it's over here. Yeah. The inner circle, which is the hole, is 2.75 millimeters. So we're going to come over here. We're going to click on this. And we're going to do 2.75 millimeters. We're going to hit enter, and there's our hole. Now, I have a couple of options. I could do the same thing on each spot. I'm not doing that. I'm going to come over here, and you can see where this green dot is. You can see where it turns green. Watch, right there. It's snapping to the center. You're just going to click it, and I can do that. It doesn't matter the size of that. It could be 100 feet. It could be a nanometer, right? It doesn't matter. We're going to click mirror, and we're going to click that. And then we're going to click, so we're just going to click on this. This is what we need. And actually, we only need this circle. And we're going to hit mirror line. Watch this. This is a very useful tool. By the way, I'm clicking on the center scroll wheel. And if you click on it, not scroll, you can move it around. And if you scroll in and out. If you scroll out over here, it's going to move it that way. If you scroll out over here, it's going to move it that way. Just kind of get used to it. It was weird at first, but you get used to it. But anyways, we're going to hit mirror line. We're going to click on this line. And we're going to hit apply. And you're going to see it moves it exactly where we need to be. Done. And now we can actually hit this. Whoops. Nope. We're going to hit that right there. Oh, gosh. There we go. Delete. Delete. Control Z because that was an accident. I want to delete this dimension because it can cause problems in the future. Delete those dimensions. Delete. And if you actually come over here, just to double check, you're going to see it's exactly where it needs to be. 0.138. And you can see 0.138. Or, yeah. Is that where that needs to be? Or is it 138? Yeah, 138. Okay. So, yeah. And we can do this. Just hit delete. And there we go. Mirror tool will be your best friend. Now here's what we're gonna do. Let's go back to this image. Alright. And you can see from the center of this circle to the center of this circle, it is 58 millimeters. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna click our line tool. Watch this. We're gonna make it completely level, so we're at 180 degrees. We're gonna hit 58 millimeters. I think it's 58. Shoot. Yeah. Why did it do that though? Well, let's see. 58 mm. Sometimes it likes to do that. I don't know why. Sometimes you just gotta put that in there. Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. This is kind of advanced, so you might want to rewatch this part a few times. Watch this. So we're going to hit the smear tool. Mirror line. Apply. Done. Delete. Delete. Mirror. Oh wait, mirror line right there. Apply. Done. There we go. And now we're done. Rewatch that a couple times if you're new to Autodesk, please. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, but just rewatch it, okay? It's important. I'm trying to help you, basically. Now, here's what we gotta do. We're gonna put this, I'm gonna make it a hole. So, let's go over here. Now watch this. I like to, when I make holes, I don't really like the hole tool. I just don't. I really don't, okay? I don't like it, okay? We're going to extrude it. Now watch this. See this arrow? If you just put it down, you'll see it turns red. If it's red, that means it's cutting. If it's green, that means it's adding, okay? See? Now it's going to add, watch. See? It thinks it's adding. but if we extrude downwards to where it interferes with something, as soon as it interferes with something, it immediately begins cutting. Or you can do it to where it interferes with something, and you can come over here. Where's it at? I don't ever use this, so. But sometimes you might. I don't know. Join, I think? Yeah. So it still goes through, but it's still adding. But we're going to cut. And it didn't matter how long we made it just because we're cutting all the way through. Okay? And you can see it cut all the way through. Let's look at the bottom. You can see it's through. And that's what the background looks like of this thing. So this is a simple base for a Raspberry Pi. Very simple to 3D print. I have 3D printed this exact thing before, and this is like the 5th time I've made this because I've recorded this video a million times. So let's realize I messed something up. So you know how I added an extra millimeter? I forgot about that. That sucks. So we got a couple of options. We can I think we can do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to dimension it because it's already been extruded. Damn it. This is annoying. Alright, well, this is a learning experience. If you're working for a company, this reduces the efficiency tremendously. Damn it. Alright, I knew this looked wrong. Okay, so we'll just make it to where it's just the size of the pie. Is it 8? It's 85, right? Yeah. By 56. Enter. Extrude. And this is live stream. Damn. Alright. Let me just do this real quick. We're still filleting by the same. Everything's the same, just make sure those dimensions are changed to that. I'm sorry, guys, especially if you're new. This can be really confusing. That's my mistake. But, I mean, there's nothing I can do. Alright. Let me just get this done real quick. Alright, it is 35, right? 3.5. All right. .75 mm. All right. What is it between them? 58. Alright. So, I'm just going to mirror the crap out of this, because I'm not. Alright. I am really sorry about that, guys. It's a dumb mistake. Alright. So, hang on. Sorry about that. Check my phone. Yeah, so let me just extrude these through and then we'll... This is kind of annoying. Well, this is why you record instead of live stream. I can edit that out. Alright. Okay, so now that we created this, our Raspberry Pi could easily fit on top of this. And it would fit perfectly on this. And I've 3D printed this exact thing now. Cool. So, thanks for watching. If you want, my next video will be an actual full-on case. This was just something simple I wanted to do. Teach you some of the tools like extruding, fillet, sketching, stuff like that. Thanks for watching.